Okay, here we are on page 105, configuring DNS. I'm going to give you just a few tips on the direction I'd like you to go. Hopefully nobody's going to say, well, let me just Google this and tell her what the command does or something. I'd like you to actually try this so that you can learn from it. As it states, it would take an entire book to do justice to NSLOOKUP and these other commands. So let's just go hit the command. Okay, NSLOOKUP. Okay, here we are. Let's use that list command that they give you in the chapter. Okay, we get the error that it tells us we're going to get. So I'm going to come over here to my DNS manager, down to my datum, and look at my properties. The book tells you if you enable zone transfers, that command is going to work. Let's allow, but only to servers listed on the name server tab. And let's go to the name server tab. Our machine is there. So we're going to say apply. Let me go back and make sure that took. Okay, and let's just try this. I think we may have a security issue, but let's try it anyway. Okay, we're still having some security issues here, so you would never do this, but I'm going to do it just to show you. We're going to say to any server, which you definitely would never do. And then let's come back and try it again, and we get a whole nice list. Bunch of DNS information that you could maybe export or for your using it for a report. If you're the network administrator, you're going to be needing to fool around with this. Let's look at some of the other commands. You're all very familiar with ipconfig, I'm sure. Without any switches, this is what it gives you. Let's look and see what all we can do here. That's using your help switch. What does this do for you? A large assortment of things. This would be a whole lot faster just doing something at a command line rather than flipping through folders and windows to locate or change a setting. This would just be a whole lot faster. Look at the various things we can do here. Let's just start with something extremely simple. Let's get some server information. Okay. Okay. There we go. We got server information. This is what I'd like you to do. We've already used the NetSH commands, but I'd like you to demonstrate using these commands and tell me a little bit about the information that you're presented with. That's it for that one. Another pretty easy one. And configuring reverse lookup zones. Let's see, described in lesson 2, specifying reverse lookup zone DNS can be an error-prone procedure. You will be comfortable with this notation only through practice. I am going to accept anything you submit for that, including a definition, a statement that says, I don't like IPv6, I hope we never use it. Basically, you're not required to do that one item, configuring IPv6 reverse lookup zones. That will wrap up Chapter 2.